Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Rasaf427. Today, we actually want to come over here and discuss is actually Saturday night's main event. Now, WWE has actually just brought this back. They said they're doing basically the TV specials. Now, for what this looks like, this is actually going to be the December pay-per-view for WWE. Because this is when they usually would do their December pay-per-view, but they completely axed their December pay-per-view. And so this year I was like, well, maybe they'll do a December pay-per-view. I was like, you know what? They probably won't because we're getting two in November. But then you don't really count this as a pay-per-view because it's going to be TV specials throughout the year. I believe they said they're doing 2 or 3, but the deal hasn't been announced. But this was actually a part of the USA Network deal. Now, they've done this back in the 80s and 90s. Then they actually redid it from 06 to 08. And the first show did really well, but then the show started to diminish in numbers. Then the shows got shorter and shorter and shorter. You actually can look it up on the Peacock and actually look at all the shows they actually did in 2000s. I actually only seen one of them live because I never really knew when they were happening when I was a kid because the internet really wasn't there. I really wasn't on the internet. If it wasn't Monday or Friday, I really wasn't watching. And maybe WWE promoted it and I just completely forgot about it. It wasn't like I was really watching wrestling on Saturdays, especially because the pay-per-views weren't on Saturdays neither. And they always wanted to go into that Saturday market. That's one of the reasons they actually wanted to do this, because they really wanted to go into that Saturday market. Now they're doing all their pay-per-views on Saturday, but this just makes sense. It's actually taking place December 14th from Long Island, New York. Now I think this is a great idea. And what will the next one be? I'm guessing because the last time they actually did it, one right before Mania, a few weeks, and then the other one was like July. So I'm guessing they'll do one in December because there's no pay-per-view in December, even though they got 2 in November. And then they'll probably do one, probably Mania or maybe Summer, unless they do 2 or 3 of them. So we just see now will they block out the pay-per-view, because I believe this year we didn't get a September pay-per-view at all. So maybe they'll do it then. We'll just have to see when they'll actually do it, when they'll actually spread it out and stuff like that. But with this show, it seems like they're stacking it up. They're promoting Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Now, will this be on for every single show? I think Cody will probably be at every show. But will this be every show? We'll just have to see. It seems like they're doing Raw and SmackDown, from what I believe. I don't think it'll just be a SmackDown or Raw show. I think because last time they combined it, and that was back when the brand split actually really meant something. They actually combined it back then. But with this show, I definitely think you can stack it up and put some big matches on this actual show. What will actually happen, I have no clue. I could definitely see, if they're not doing Roman and Solo at Mania, I could definitely see them doing Roman and Solo at this show. If they're not doing that at Mania or something like that, Cody can face maybe Kevin Owens again, a heel turn with that, because this is before the Rumble. And I don't really know. Cody's going to defend the title at the Rumble, but I don't know what they're doing with Roman and stuff like that. So we should be very interested with this and see where they actually go with the Saturday night's main event. But it's not always a fan of. They're actually doing their live events. Were actually Saturday night's main event. They would do Saturday night's main event, and then what was it? Sunday Stunner. I think I went to a live event that was Sunday Stunner, and then actually I think they stopped it once they announced their deal. But they're actually doing live events with that. So you should grab that. Hopefully they can keep the momentum of it and actually make these shows big, because I feel like that was maybe the problem in the 2000s. It's like, keep the energy of the show, keep the ratings up, because this will just be like specials. There'll be like specials throughout there. Maybe that's the problem, because they're sporadic, why they didn't do well back then, because it's not like a weekly thing or you tune in, but it's like basically a quarterly thing that they were doing back then. That's basically what they were doing, and that's kind of something different for wrestling. Outside of like pay-per-views, really shows on television, they really never are spaced out like that, like every single week. So that was the only show that was really spaced out. But yeah, I'm just super excited to see what they actually do with this. I think it will be on NBC, the main channel. I believe that's where they put it and everything like that, because this is a part of the deal with SmackDown and everything, because Raw's going to Netflix and SmackDown is actually staying with, what do you call it, NBC Universal or Comcast, or I believe it's NBC Universal, but it's going to stay with USA Network, and this is going to happen on NBC, because of course they're not going to do a weekly show on like NBC and stuff like that. But tell your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about this news of Saturday night's main events coming back? Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.